I've done pretty much every side hustle or business in my life.
When I first saw it, I was like, okay, he did like this month.
I'd say the average is per like 60-second integration. I think every business owner or company should have a...
Okay, I'm gonna buy that one. I'm the first customer.
Let me know, okay. I feel that so many businesses in the past,
wow.
If you make a good amount of money and you're not, I think it's like a big mistake.
I should have been doing that all the time.
I think a lot of people, they stop way too early per month.
Hey guys, welcome to Silicon Valley Girl. We have an amazing guest today. Charlie is a YouTuber and he's one of the most honest YouTubers out here. I'm gonna show you the screenshots that I've been making, the income that you're sharing. So, are you still doing this? I feel like you used to do that a lot last year, like 2021, 2022. And when I first saw it, I was like, okay, he did like 200K this month. All right. And I started texting Charlie and asked him, what is the main source of income? And he said, affiliate income. For me, my affiliate income last month is like $200.
What?
Because I mostly link to Amazon and like, you know, consumer products. And then I started to realize you mostly link to like financial products, right? I want to talk about your source of income, how you manage to have, how many channels do you have now?
I think 4 main channels, but then we also have language channels for some of those channels.
Oh, interesting. Let's talk about that. So Charlie Chang is the main channel, right?
That's
Over
my
a
main
million
one.
subscribers.
Yeah.
How much in terms of like percentage of revenue does it generate?
That one is, I need to do the math. It's a majority of
Majority.
It. Yeah.
Okay. And that's so when you post like, okay, whatever, like 180K, most of that is affiliate, right? Can you talk about like, what makes it up?
Yeah, so those income reports, I think I stopped doing them maybe middle of this year, just because I'd have to like calculate everything, and then I was also talking to friends, my family, and I was like, do I really want to share that much? But when I stopped doing it, a lot of people were like, we want to see those income reports.
You can't imagine how motivating that is.
Yeah, I could see it being very motivating, but also can see some people being like, oh, you know.
You're showing off.
Yeah, that type of stuff.
Everybody gets offended by everything these days, but they've been so motivating for me especially, because you see, you know, it's not like you're doing like Mr. Beast type of work, right? It's not like you're getting 100 million. What's the average amount of views that you're getting every month?
That I don't even know. Oh, for the main channel, maybe like over 1 million views. Over
1 million, and you're able to get that much revenue, right? I think that's amazing.
Yeah, so most of it is, I want to say right now, I probably should do my numbers better, but maybe 80% is from the main channel, and then 20% is from my other channels.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's slowly starting to change.
Okay, and the reasoning behind that, the reasoning you started other channels, is that because you can introduce other hosts, or?
Yeah, so I mean, I really want to try to view my business as like a real business, right? I think a lot of YouTubers, they get into it just like I did, just making content because they loved it. I've been making content since I was like, I don't know, 10, 11. But to build like a real business, you need to find other ways to leverage. And you can leverage other people's time. You can leverage other channels, other means of like putting content out, so that's just what I've been doing.
How they're doing? So the startup that the startup channel.
Startup wise,
yeah,
yes.
Startup wise, it's like 100 views, 1,000 views, depending.
Oh, it's very all over the place. I think some videos probably have like 50
okay,
views.
one has 1 million. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Can you even predict that? Like, how do you look at the views? Is there a KPI?
So the whole way that I run is, I don't expect to make money on every single video, but I know that like 10% of videos, they'll do really well, right? Most videos I'll probably lose money or break even, but some of them are gonna, just by luck, by chance, whatever it is, just do really well. Those are like the big money makers.
Okay, and by money makers, so let's get back to like what income consists of. Affiliate, you said number 1, right?
That's about 55%.
55. Who are like the top 3 affiliates?
Top 3 affiliates. I don't know if I want to say exactly, but I'll say the niche.
Okay.
business entity formations, I think 80 plus affiliates. Every type of like real estate license, mortgage license, Amazon FBA tools, e-commerce tools. It's pretty split evenly after those two.
When you say real estate license, mortgage license, do you reach out to companies, or how does that work? Or is there like specific website?
So I've been lucky because I've done pretty much every side hustle or business in my life. So a lot of these tools, almost all of them, I like used to use. And then I was like, hey, I can make videos teaching people what tools I use, how to actually get that license or start that type of business. So yeah, most of them were just tools that I personally used.
Interesting, and they pay good affiliate income.
Yeah. I mean, the base rates on them, they're not always the best, but once you start making content and building like a track record of conversions, then I think it's a really good thing to reach out to them and build like a personal relationship with their team. And oftentimes that can result in higher commissions. They might run ads to your videos so you get more traffic. Things like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you, like for beginner YouTubers, is there like a list of affiliates that you can go to and search, or it's just? So
I recommend just going to like ShareSale, Impact. Those are like the two big ones that I use. And then just looking at the trending and like best affiliates on there. That's a really good way to get a good list of things. And then you can just basically go through those lists and think, what things do I resonate with? What do I have experience in? And then you can start making content about that.
I think that's the most important thing when you do affiliate, like use it first, because otherwise it's going to be just weird. Like
you need to know the actual product. Otherwise it's just like, you're not adding any value to it, right?
Exactly. So affiliate number one, I guess Google AdSense or brand deals?
I think usually it's brand deals after that. Yeah, and then AdSense, and then those are like the biggest ones. Yeah.
And the channels that you've built that accumulate 20% of income, so they're related startup businesses?
So StartupWise is like a business tutorials for entrepreneurs. So we do a lot of like how-to and reviews and stuff like that. Those do well for affiliates. And then we also have My First Website, which we just started. And that one's more geared towards like website hosting and website building.
Interesting. There's so many AI tools that are advertising now, like
that
you can use to build a website. Yeah,
it's crazy for websites right now.
So basically, I'm trying to get into your thinking process. So you started Charlie Chang, the first channel, and then you realized here are these niches that accumulate a lot of income. Let's just make a separate channel for each niche. Was that your thinking? Like
my goal is not to post on the Charlie Chang channel forever. I feel like every influencer has some type of lifespan of, I don't know, let's say 5-7 years. If they get past that, then that's awesome. There are people that get past that, but I do want to build businesses that can sort of run without me, but are still in a space that I'm pretty knowledgeable at, which is like YouTube and video creation.
Your place is the perfect place for a YouTuber because you have all of the light.
Thank you.
You have all of the amazing locations. But do you do shorts as well?
I do.
Yeah. All the locations for shorts. I just see like how you can do so many things. How long have you been here?
I've been here for like a month and a half.
Okay. Did you live in something similar before, or?
I lived in another apartment, which is only like a mile away. And then we basically moved our studio. So I used to have two places. One was like my primary, and then one was a studio. We basically moved the studio to this spot.
What's your role? Can you talk about like how team works, how you find faces for the channel?
Yeah. So our team right now for the YouTube business, I think it's probably like around 15 people. And everyone is overseas except for my COO.
Oh, where overseas? Where?
Mostly in Indonesia, and then sometimes in like Philippines and Argentina.
Nice. So very low cost and efficient.
Yeah.
I actually asked Charlie behind the scenes how he found those editors in Indonesia, and it turns out he started a company helping people do that, so he's looking for an editor for me right now. Just in case you're interested, the link is in the description.
And then so just my CEO's here, and then my hosts for the channels. So I think I have two people that are currently like working as hosts, and they just film content for us.
How did you select them?
One of them was a neighbor. So
That's convenient.
Yeah. And then the other one, I did an Instagram post or story, and then they reached out and applied. And then my COO, that was my first hire ever. I was super scared about that. I also found him on Instagram stories.
Oh, wow.
So I feel like if you have at least some type of audience, and you're looking for a right-hand person, just post to your audience.
Yeah, I do the same because they tend to know the channel, they tend to know me, my style, how I work.
And I tend to hire people that are young and hungry. I feel like that's better.
Interesting.
Versus like someone that has more experience.
Yeah, that's true. And you pay them per video, right? Your host.
The host per video, yeah.
And then you have editors, right?
I have a bunch of editors. We have short form editors. We have long form editors. We have editors that edit exclusively for my main channel, and we also have editors that edit exclusively for the other channels as well. Yeah.
How often do you do calls with your team? Do you even do them, or?
I don't really do them. It's mostly my COO that does it. Yeah.
So how many calls in general would you have like in a week?
He'll probably do like a few calls, and then they'll do calls with the other people.
Do you jump on calls with brands that you work with?
Yes. If I don't do calls with brands unless we finalize a deal.
So it's mostly for like discussing how they want to see it, etc.
Yeah.
Who comes up with ideas?
Ideas mostly me, but my CEO also helps.
Can you talk about your thought process? What is the next video to make? Yeah.
It's sort of random, but I think about like what people would search for if they're trying to learn something. But there's like, it's all over the place. I think about what people might be looking for. I actively like go to like share sale impact, think what affiliate programs resonate with my audience and make content about that. I browse YouTube, like the homepage a lot to see what other people are making. I think that's mostly it.
Sometimes I will come up with a topic, but I will start researching, and if this topic doesn't do well in terms of views, like maybe I can find a video that got 200K maximum, and be like, maybe there's not enough demand.
Oh, I see.
And I try to only do the topics that get at least 1 million, that have gotten historically at least 1 million, because I would probably do it worse than that, so we'll get like 20% of those views, but 200K views is already pretty good.
Yeah, I don't do that. So I don't really care how many views it gets. Some of my videos on the other channels, they have like 50 views, but I think like if you do enough, like I said, the 10-20% of them will just do really well. And I can't have a way of guessing which ones will do super well. Yeah,
interesting. So your strategy is mostly through search, right? You're thinking, okay, in this niche, what are they looking for? Let's make a video. And I'm
all about search. The whole like going viral thing, it's very stressful because then every video you're expecting like, okay, I need to hit 100,000 views, whatever, right? With this approach, it's just like, we'll create good content that helps people, and if it gets views, that's great. If it doesn't, that's fine as well.
What's the cost of a video? Have you, like the average?
I haven't done the exact calculations, but I want to say, it depends if I'm filming it or if someone else is filming it. If someone else is filming it, it might be maybe like $200-300 per video.
Total with editors.
With editors.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Who writes the script?
Either the host or me.
So the host gets paid for the script and filming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they do the research too.
Oh, you're super efficient. 200 to 300. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow. And thumbnail? Do you have a thumbnail designer?
We have a thumbnail person.
Also in Indonesia or somewhere?
They are I think they're in India or something. Yeah, but it's $5 per thumbnail. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm very frugal.
Okay, let's talk about that now.
I'm frugal.
Because I think if I calculated the cost of my video, well, I have a whole setup.
This is different, this is different.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's interesting because my strategy is like, let's get to at least 100K views and try to get there every time we film.
Yeah.
Your strategy, I like it too, for your niche especially, because it's search and the conversion rates will be pretty high to your affiliate programs, right?
Right. We use Hubstaff, which is one of my favorite platforms to like track productivity and track hours.
Hubstaff? Interesting.
A lot of our people are hourly.
So they put in hours, or like they switch on the app, it starts tracking screenshots, etc. Yeah, we do that. We use Time Doctor. Yeah.
Time Doctor. Oh, okay, yeah. And I find that works pretty well. We do that for a lot of our editors.
How many videos do you post on your channel, and how many videos do you post on other channels that you're trying to grow?
The Charlie Chang channel, that one we probably do 1 to 2 videos a week. And then all the other channels, we've got to be doing like 5 to 10 a week probably. Yeah.
And are they already profitable? Do they cover expenses for running them?
My first website, we're not profitable yet, but that's one that we just started, so you can check.
So I just wonder, because my strategy now, I just met a guy named Roman Saini. He started as a YouTuber in India, talking about exams that people take. And then he realized he can't really scale it if he's teaching, so he stopped teaching and started hiring other tutors to teach people the exams. And then he realized, okay, that has to be like a bunch of channels. And so he started, I think, 20 to 30 channels.
Whoa.
And his company is valued at $2 billion, or
What?
like $3 billion now. Yeah, they raised 250 from BlackRock.
Wow.
And they build the whole structure, so they sell their own courses through those channels, and he's no longer the face of it. And I met him half a year ago, and I was like, okay, I should have been doing that all the time.
Crazy.
What's your criteria for stopping, or have you abandoned
question.
any ideas, any channels?
Oh, I failed at so many businesses in the past. Pretty much everything I've tried at least once. For now, I have very high conviction on the things that I'm doing, so I don't think I'm gonna stop. I think like if I keep going, then at some point it's gonna do well. And if it doesn't, then that's fine. It's worth taking a shot.
Yeah, but like how it's just interesting. 20 videos, yeah, that makes sense. 30, what if it's 150 videos and it's still not profitable, and you see like you're spending $1,000 each month, but it's still not.
150, I'd start getting a little bit worried probably. Yeah, maybe like 150, 200, I'd be like, if this is actually not doing that well, then yeah, I'll shut it down.
Okay.
But I'm pretty calculated, and like, I don't think I would invest that much time and energy into something that I didn't think was like guaranteed to succeed if I just put in a lot of effort.
What about if one video is like $200 to $300? What's the investment for the channel to start becoming profitable in your niche?
So startup wise, yeah, I wish I like recorded this stuff better. Startup wise was profitable probably after a few months.
So it's like 10 videos, or?
Yeah, probably something like that, right?
That's great.
But I think a lot of people, they stop way too early. And it's just because like every business, it's gonna grow like this, and then at some point you're gonna start hitting like that curve, and then it's gonna do really well. I think most people just aren't patient enough.
Yeah, but it's great to hear that that channel is already profitable, the startup wise.
Yeah,
because it's the numbers, they look very encouraging. Because for any other niche, we'd be like, okay, if a video gets like 200 views, maybe it's not doing well, but it's great that you.
For me, 200 views that's chill. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get any conversions from like a 200 view video to affiliates?
Usually, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a very different game than like the viral content for the general audience, right?
Yeah.
That one, for 0 conversions for sure. But for very specific and targeted people that are searching for something, who are like on the, precipice of buying something or signing up for something, then yeah, the conversion is just way, way higher. This is one of the YouTube rooms, so we do a lot of filming here. We have this like green screen. And you know what I found out is like I can film a whole YouTube video like with a backdrop just with this.
Yeah, and then
it looks good.
Your editors will just replace it.
And it looks like I'm in the other spot.
And you will just do backdrop of like an office building, or?
Well, we'll just use the backdrop of
or
an
like
actual
a
studio.
Oh, okay, actual studio.
From a different video or something.
Yeah, but I feel like you have such a perfect spot for filming right outside this room.
Yeah.
So you can just do it there.
But I like to switch it up. I don't want there to be like a nice view in every one. I feel like it's also a little bit less relatable. I don't know. I like watching content where it's like just a desk in the background, something simple. So this is one of the setups. set up.
And you use the teleprompter
I do, yeah.
for every video?
No, this is mostly for integration script reads. And then sometimes, some of our videos I'll have an iPad here and we'll basically have my computer and I can see what's on my screen, like on here.
Yeah.
So it's like flipped in the iPad.
But then if you're reading from a script, it's gonna be on your iPad and you just...
Script, I actually prefer just using my phone.
And you put it here?
I'll just put it like this.
Which app do you use?
I use, let's see, Prompt Smart Pro.
Pro. Okay, and this is Glide here. This looks
I
good.
prefer that because it's like thinner, so your eyes aren't moving as much.
Yeah.
So it just looks more natural.
I tried like a very small teleprompter that's made for the phone, and it was so inconvenient, so I just stopped doing
You
that.
need one that can auto scroll for you.
Yeah.
Like it scrolls with the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like it hears your voice?
Yeah.
Oh,
That way you don't need to,
and
like,
that's
always-
the app that you're using, right?
Yeah. that's
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna rewatch this video.
Prompt
Just
Smart
right.
Pro.
Thank you. Because I did a Fidelity collab and they asked me to read it. They're like, you have to be like, I try to replace words. They're like, no, it has to be like word by word.
Yeah.
And I couldn't use the teleprompter because I couldn't.
So were you just memorizing it? Like,
Yeah.
looking?
Line by
I used to do
line.
that.
Yeah. This is a music studio.
And this is like another room where we do music and then workstation. I also film here.
Do you play the
Yeah.
guitar?
Yeah.
Wow. And the piano?
Yeah.
Did you learn when you were a kid?
I learned piano when I was a kid, and then I learned guitar when I was in high school. Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm also learning how to produce music. So we have like this whole music recording desk right here.
Do you sing?
I don't personally sing. No.
We need to record a track together because
you
I
sing?
sing.
Oh, you sing?
Yeah, I just
Oh.
interviewed a guy yesterday. His name is Dave,
Okay.
and he has a music studio. They record Jason Derulo,
Right.
Selena Gomez, like all of the top. And
Dang.
he's gonna record me.
Whoa.
As a gift. Yeah,
That's
so,
sick.
So very excited.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I probably won't be as professional as
But
that,
no,
but
it's
we
cool.
can
And
do a
also
collab.
he shared the strategy that celebrities record 3 songs every day.
3 songs every day.
Yeah, so Jason comes to the studio. They give him 3 songs from the production, and he just sings them. He records like 90 songs every month,
Whoa.
and maybe 1 or 2 goes live. I didn't know that.
Oh, that's smart. Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, because
The volumes game. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
A few of them will do well. A lot of them
but
probably
they
won't.
don't post all of them. They're like listen to them, and if it catches the vibe and like they think it's gonna be a hit, then they release it.
Smart.
But they also like how talented you have to be if you can learn 3 songs in like an hour
I know.
and just
That's
go
hard.
and sing them.
That's
yeah, because I need to rehearse like for 3 months before actually singing. Can you talk about working with brands? Do you reach out to them yourself or you just work with incoming?
I should hire someone to do outreach.
Yeah.
I don't have anyone doing that right now. I basically just work with brands that email us. We also work with a bunch of different agencies that send us deals when they have them, but it's all like non-exclusive.
How many deals do you get a month?
Recently it's been a good amount, maybe 4 to 6 a month
To your channel or to all of the
to the main channel.
To the main channel.
So we rarely do brand deals for the other ones, just because like the views are super inconsistent, right? I think it just works better for the main one.
Got it. Can you share like the amount you're charging from to like the average?
Yeah, I'd say the average is 8 to 15K per like 60-second integration.
That's great. That's great. That is awesome. So, okay, we talked about affiliates, brand deals, AdSense, any other source of income?
Well, I'm trying to grow like the courses. Right now, I barely sell any courses, but we're building one right now that teaches people how to build like an automated social media business behind their company.
Okay, I'm gonna buy that one. I'm the first customer.
Let me know. Okay.
Because I'm learning, like, I'm learning about what you're doing.
Yeah.
I just started doing that, and I think it's
I'm
fascinating.
super like I think every business owner or company should have a media business behind their company, right?
Yeah, and also automate it, not just make the owner be in front of the camera 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make a bunch of content, maybe filming 1 or 2 hours a week. You just need the systems in place, you need the team in place. And that sort of like led me to another company we started is Paired Recruiting, which is like our overseas staffing company that my business partner and I started. We're like, we both have overseas talent. And we were
Yeah.
like, this is the biggest like life hack
Yeah.
right? Business hack ever. So we just started doing that for other people.
Yeah,
and that's been doing really well.
That's the best. Let's wrap up this conversation by talking about your team. I know you mentioned you wanted to share like what's the best place to hire.
Oh yeah.
But do you know how much it costs you to run the team?
My team right now costs 15 to 20K
That's
per
amazing.
month.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to learn from you.
Yeah, I try to run my team extremely lean and profitable. Yeah, so like our margins are pretty good. Like they used to be like 95% plus. Now they're probably like
95% plus, you mean?
Like
oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Because like if you leverage overseas talent and if you have a system and are efficient with your stuff, then I feel like you can have a very, very profitable like media business. Depends if you take into account like office rent and other things, but our workforce, it's still under 10%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tax-wise, what do you do?
Taxes, I got screwed last year.
Yeah.
If you make a good amount of money and you're not investing at least like 5-10% of your time into tax strategy and stuff like that, I think it's like a big mistake. This is a mistake I made last year. Also this year, because I got too lazy with it. But for most business owners, like your taxes are your biggest expense, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things you can do to pay less taxes legally, whether it's like invest more into your business, retirement accounts. I have a foundation, like a private foundation that I can donate money into.
What does it support?
It supports entrepreneurship in like underserved areas.
Wow. Do you manage it yourself?
So I do, but we just hired a company to sort of manage the whole foundation.
How do you select where the money goes to? Or do they just come up with
We've been trying to do grants, like individual grants, but that's pretty hard for the compliance stuff. So we're trying to figure out a better way to disperse the money. Because with a foundation like that, you need to spend 5% of the net assets in that foundation per year. So it can go to like administrative costs, it can go to running the foundation, it can go to grants, stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, but that's just one of them.
That's interesting. I've never heard anything like that, but that sounds amazing. Wow, this has been amazing. Thank you so much. I've learned so much. I hope you guys learned a lot because I think it's what everyone is thinking about, like how do I scale my YouTube career? Yeah. Thank you. It was amazing.
Thanks so much for having me.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, and hopefully see you again around and hopefully next year you buy something.
Yes.
Great. Awesome.